Well, here we are again. Third live in 2 days. Woo! That's crazy. Baby had to hop up real quick. Our puppy dogs are in here with us, and I don't know what baby think. Baby's got a nose for a certain thing.
Smelt a little strange.
But they don't really do that unless they just don't feel good. And they've been eating green beans lately, trying to slim them down a little bit. And that green beans, you sure you ain't putting pinto beans or nothing in there? It's kind of giving the stench every once in a while.
Yeah, a little bit of stench. It was a time getting over here from the house to his little shop.
Yeah.
It's like a sheet of ice out there, y'all.
I mean, because at least yesterday and most of the day, it was sleet. And sleet left at least some traction. And then, of course, during the day, we got rain, freezing rain, and all that sleet that accumulated and that rain that's fell on top of it has done nothing but turn it into a sheet of ice. And, yeah, I even got out and cleaned the porch off earlier and drug all of that sleet. It was probably a good inch and a half of sleet on the steps. And at least we was able to get up. But now that I've cleaned it off and the rains came, it's slick.
Yeah.
I know I about busted my A coming down there. And the baby says Mister went out the back porch and fell off 3 stairs.
My poor baby rolled down 3 stairs. It was so sad, y'all.
But he probably jumped up and says, I'm all right. Didn't he?
No, he made me come downstairs and pick him up when he was coming back upstairs.
Yeah. And I know what he wanted when he came in, too, right? He thought that deserved a treat.
He needed a treat because he fell down.
But
Let's see who's in the house, babe, before we get going.
Let's check it out.
Piggy. Hey, Piggy. Kickapoo, Crafty Cat.
Kickapoo.
Roberta's Artistic Adventure.
Welcome in, Roberta.
Uh-huh. I'm glad you guys are here. Tamara Brown is here. How's it going?
Tamara Brown, welcome in.
Glad you're here. Old Man King Homestead.
Peter.
Who else? Justin is here. We are happy that you're here, Justin. Rebel at Heart. I'm glad you made it.
Rebel at Heart, welcome in.
Neil is here, Treasure Hunter.
Howdy, Neil.
Says hello.
Hope you're doing all right.
Sherman's Family Farm is in the house.
Welcome in, family.
Drew's Lens is here, and so is his sweetie, Lindsay. Into the Mist is here.
Welcome in, folks. Glad y'all made it in here, Drew and Lindsay.
Steve C is here, too.
Good old Steve C.
Skinner Farms says, hey, y'all.
Skinner Farms, welcome. Welcome in. Pooch has got his cowboy hat on today, too. His head was a little cold.
Yeah. Y'all should see what's under that hat.
I had to choose between what hat to wear because I like straw hats, but it's not straw hat season. And I went inside and grabbed the black one, grabbed the tan one, and baby's like, go with the tan one.
Yeah, it looks cute. You look cute in the black one, too.
Thank you.
Let's see. Sherman's Family Farm, Drew's Lens. Let's Trade Paint.
There he is. Let's Trade Paint. Yes, sir. I watched his little videos earlier. He was playing with the dogs and busting up the ice.
I was asleep.
Yep.
A lot. Scout Inquirer is here. We're glad that you're here.
Sure
Thanks for
are.
welcoming everyone in the chat. Appreciate that.
There's Elaine in here. Have you seen her? I know you said Piggy, but...
Yep, she's here.
There's Elaine.
She says, hi, Pretty Pooch.
Welcome in, ma'am.
MT Homestead is here.
Mike and Terry, which will be following us up next.
That's right. Karen Hernke. It's Hernke. Karen, I'm sorry, I'm butchering your last name. We're glad you're here, Karen.
Welcome in, Karen.
Let's see who else. I skated over here.
Yeah, I did too. Slip sliding.
Gosh.
I came over here to try to rearrange again some stuff. As y'all know, this is kind of a new setup for us. Y'all probably saw it in a different situation yesterday. And I don't know, Pretty liked it better the other way, but I turned it around a little bit and kind of made it gave us more elbow room, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he thinks we're too close to each other now, so I guess I'll have to divide the aisle again.
Too close.
It did look better, though.
Okie is here.
JB, Pure Okie.
Critter Creek.
Critter Creek. Welcome in, sir.
I might have to put my readers on. Oh, there it is right there. Pafford Homestead.
Well, there's Pafford Homestead. How you doing, sir?
Here.
I think you got yourself a new roof over there, too. Yes, sir? I did see that video.
I think that's...
We got what we're at so far?
Yeah.
Well, we dang sure appreciate all y'all coming in here. Like I said, Pooch been busy because
Corey and Cynthia Davis.
There they are. Corey and Cynthia Davis. Welcome in, folks.
Mm-hmm.
We've been down here playing in the ice, too.
Rick's Giovannucci.
Welcome in, Rick.
Rick is here.
Always good to see you. I hope the audio's good. I did a little fine-tuning on the mics again, and I'm not sure how they're sounding. Hopefully they sound a little better, but, you know.
I was slip-sliding, Piggy. I was, oof. Y'all should have seen it. It was funny. Mike had to help me up.
I did.
Lance Day is here. He said he is new here.
Welcome in, Lance Day. Appreciate you.
Sliding there in North Arkansas. Lance, we're glad you're here.
Sure are. Welcome in.
Cool.
Love new folks dropping in here. Mm-hmm. You know, slowly and surely, the old subscribers have been picking up. So
that's right. That's nice.
Yep, it is nice. And as we grow, we try to grow right along with y'all.
Mm-hmm. Check out your channels. Southern Blessed Homestead says, hello, everyone.
Howdy.
Yeah.
But yes, again, as I was explaining a little bit ago, I rearranged this table and stuff again. I don't know what y'all folks think about it, but, you know, we kind of twisted and turned a little bit. So we were kind of more of a long way situation where we were sitting across from each other.
I liked it when we were sitting across from each other.
Why, you think it's me stinking or something?
No, I'm just saying I don't have to like turn my neck.
Well, yeah, because we could just kind of lay back there and lean up and kind of look all relaxed and all. Look at my gut. Thanks. If Jailbait's in here, thanks for telling me to wear a lighter color because it shows my gut a little bit
more. Gary's not in here yet, but thank you, Roberta, for sharing our live. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Sure do.
It's always good for folks to help other folks out by sharing, and we appreciate it, and we do as much as we can as well.
And Lance Day, I'm excited that you're here. You're new here. He says hello to everybody. And what's your channel all about? Give us a little comments about what you got going on at your channel.
Yeah, because we'll be sure and get over there and check you out. That's for sure. And then most likely give a subscribe and a comment. Mm-hmm. That way we can follow along with you because we appreciate it.
For sure.
And speaking of, let's see, MT Homestead's next. And I know Brian, the Vineyard Farmhouse, will be following them folks up. And he's got Ridge Life with him tonight. That ought to be good.
Whoa.
I know he's been aching to get him on there with him. And I think he's finally snagged him. So that ought to be a good show. Mm-hmm. I bet. That'd be awesome for that one to come up. I'll be looking forward to watch it. But, So what was I going to get into? I had something else I was going to say, but I always get way ahead of myself. And I forget about what I was wanting to say. And it most likely was a hot topic.
Is that right?
I think it was, really. I think it was a hot topic.
You got going on?
It was, dang it.
Well, we went to the store today.
Well, yeah, it was something else. But we did get out on the store today. We had to go. We were stuck at home again. And not necessarily stuck because Pooch is going to get out and test the roads. And Pretty actually went with me. I got up and said, hey, I think I'm going to run up into town. And she goes, I'm going with you. So we did. We got out. The roads wasn't, well, they were bad, but they wasn't too bad at the time. I can only imagine what they're like now. But I'm going to travel them in the morning because I am going in. Tomorrow's Thursday, and I've lost 2 days this week not being at work. And I like to be in my facilities most of the time. Granted, I could do stuff.
Right?
I'd rather be there because then I actually know what's going on than sitting at home. If I could,
I am not even believing this crap. something happened. Hell did freeze over because you are like,
as far as doing my job, it's always best to be on site to do your job. Yeah, I can work from home, but
Linda
it's not
Peterson
the
is
same.
here.
Linda Peterson, welcome in, ma'am. But, you know, there's always that feeling that you're missing something and you don't feel like you're really on top of things when you're not there. So, but I was grateful to be able to stay home and work. When I did do some work. It was quick, but like Maddie told me earlier when him and I were texting, he's like, I don't even want to work when I'm at work. And I was like, well, I don't either really, but we got to. Baby's off tomorrow, so you'll get to sit home again.
I am off
But
tomorrow.
baby ain't feeling too good, so she's kind of.
No, I'm not feeling my best. I feel a lot better than I did yesterday, though. Yeah. Oh, last night we watched.
Oh, did we?
What is it? Smokey and the Bandit. If any of you guys watched last night, we were talking about
CB radios.
CB radios,
And then
if that still existed.
And then we got hooked on Smokey and the Bandit for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, I think it was Kickapoo Crafty that brought up sitting in the rocking chair.
Piggy too. But I didn't see no rocking chair.
Well, you went to sleep.
But I thought it was right in the beginning. So I was waiting. Look at my ear in this.
You dozed off about the time the rocking chair and all that came into play.
In there. No, how long? Because I thought Piggy said that the rocking chair scene was right in the middle, or no, right in the beginning of the movie. And so I was all like watching, and it's kind of stupid at first, though.
Yeah, the movie, I mean, it's comedy based, you know. A lot of you folks that have seen it is comedy based, and it's just, I don't know, the CB, the trucking, the Trans Am, all of that stuff. That's what made the Trans Am, actually, that movie, when it come out in 77, 78. But yeah. And another thing that we got on was another channel that I like to watch, Twin Sticks Garage. That dude rebuilds old tractors, trucks. And he's actually building the Smokey and the Bandit themed truck. So he's building the Snowman truck right now. And he's about got her complete. But that's what got us on it. Then we got on the CB talk. Ken, I know Hoods drives trucks.
Yeah, it's Ken.
Ken drives trucks up there in Oklahoma, lone cowboy. So Lone Cowboy Adventures. And that's where we kind of got sidetracked on that convo last night. Then, of course, we had to get into the CB radios. I don't know if anybody's still into that stuff or not, but it was a big thing back in the day. And Pooch even was in it back in the day. Well, not only did I drive trucks, but also got into the competition side of CB radios, which was fun. It's about like YouTubing. You get into something and you think, I'm going full blown in it, and you do it. And that's what I did.
Is that right?
It's fun. I may put me a base station tower right up here on this little shop, so then I can start buying a bunch of radio equipment.
Gosh, you guys, no, we're not going to start doing that. He's got crap. I don't know. What's going on? So, like, when we started the T-shirt business, you know what? There's a pattern here. We started the T-shirt business, and we've got all this T-shirt. Well, we started off with one T-shirt press, and the next thing you know, here comes another one. Like, what's that? And he's like, baby, that's for you. That's your T-shirt press. You got your very own T-shirt press. And then he gets a hat press, which I think he's made a few hats.
No, I got the hat press with the first press.
Yeah. And then a printer converted to a sub printer, and then a Cricut, and then another printer, and this big honking thing that we don't even use. He gets that. He goes all in. He goes all in. Yeah, we have not used that thing. And then he starts on YouTube. He's like, well, I didn't even know what the heck was going on. That's why I kind of got here. Like, I don't like this hat.
Huh?
See, I'm ADD. I'm going to have to scooch and get me a different hat. I tried to wear our FBC hat, but it's like a big old honking trucker hat.
That is a trucker hat.
Okay, well, I got to go change because look at
Went to buy me a
it's not cute.
truck for her to ride around in now.
Yes, go get me a truck and a CB. And then here comes YouTube, which I'm proud of him. He got a little hobby and I started listening to all the people he was listening to, but here comes cameras and freaking that thing that flies around.
The drone?
The drone. And then now he's got a thing for podcast, a little digital board for
Yeah, we haven't got to that part yet.
We haven't got to that yet.
That's coming.
It is coming. And then these headsets and some microphones and about 3 cameras.
Hey, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right. You gotta get in there and get after it. Ain't no sense in slacking. But yeah, I'm trying to do it right. I'm trying to build it up. And that way we do have everything that we could possibly need to function as professionals.
Okay, I gotta change hats. Because this one's making my ears go ping.
Well, if baby's looking for her hats, they're all put up there. So
right on ahead.
But yeah,
I can't
that's
skate
just,
across either because
that's just, I don't know. It's the way I like to do it. And like I've said before, I know I do it the wrong way. But if I'm going to do something, I usually go full in regardless. And I try to have everything that we could possibly need or have to do it and do it right. Great. We may not even do it right, but at least we're trying. And that's the goal.
But we don't sometimes even do it at all because that printer's been sitting there for...
I changed hobbies. I got into YouTube.
Oh, no.
And I still do shirts, but, you know, I'm kind of devoting more time over to this side sometimes, and I'd like to, but I do have some shirts to do. And, of course, my material that I was waiting on is 2 days late now. So, Pooch, hopefully it gets here by Friday. So I see a late night Friday night coming up if it gets here by then, because I got to get that stuff turned in Saturday. Yeah, those are Valentine's shirts. So yeah, they got to get in there quick. So yeah, Pooch he may film it. See, I can do some filming while I'm making shirts, and I'm using everything I bought and I'm applying it to the subject. And you folks will enjoy it. I did record even today when we were out on the road. I hadn't put that video up yet, but it'll come up here in a little bit. Probably tomorrow, actually. But yeah, that's the deal, and that's just how Pooch. And I ain't saying it's the right way because I don't think it is the right way, but me buying stuff and getting stuff and having stuff and thinking I need it and going to get it and got it, and it's not.
No, you got a bunch of crap in boxes that you haven't even used. And that T-shirt printer.
Hey, most of the stuff I've used, what are you talking about?
All that right there, and then that big old honking thing over there.
That was because we had to do this part here to get it going, and then once we get our tables and chairs and backdrop, and and I'm doing this for baby too. It ain't just for me. You're involved with it just as much as I am.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because this is your show. What's that say right there? Pretty, and Pooch. And they call me Pooch. They call her Pretty. That's both of us.
That is right. Hiking with Jackie Boy is in the house.
Have we missed any questions there? Because somebody's bound to throw something up they want to know about.
Let's Trade Paint says, tuck in the ears and wear it pretty. Yeah, I don't know why, but my ears just kept, I got some big old ears, but my ears kept popping out of that one. It really was like, bing, bing.
Poor baby.
He has a big old honking trucker hat. Ooh, somebody's making sloppy joes.
Ooh. Hey, we're going to have brats here in a little bit.
Yeah.
I got to make beer brats.
Oh, so speaking of podcasts, what does that say? Steve C said, Pooch, you should have called tonight's live blasphemy with Pretty and Pooch.
Hey, that's a good one. I should have. I'm trying to come up with catchier titles.
He is.
Especially
He's
on
trying.
the lives.
Y'all know I give him a hard time. Who else is in here?
She's giving me a hard time. We roll with it together.
T&J Homestead dropped in.
Teddy and Jessica. Woo! Welcome in, folks.
And Let's Trade Paint says, your hat looks great, babe.
Thank you, sir.
And Rebel at Heart said that the hat looks good on me. So thank you. I appreciate.
Yeah, I like straw hats.
Thanks, y'all.
I wear more straw hats, and I could wear a straw hat even in the wintertime. But, there's always something or somebody that's got it ain't straw hat season. And I'm like, is it on your head? And they're like, I wear what I want. but I did wear felt today.
That's kind of like white after Memorial Day. I don't even know what day it is because I don't care. But there's something about not wearing white after something.
Labor Day.
Sherman's Family Farm says I wear a straw hat every day.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I love wearing a straw hat. My head gets too hot. I think that's probably why I'm a hothead.
And Justin Rebel at Heart wants to know where their shirt is.
Who?
Rebel at Heart. He's asking Justin.
Oh, asking Justin. Yeah, Justin's got to get on some shirts.
What else is going on?
Yeah, and I got to get on some shirts too, actually. Not customer shirts, my own shirts. Hadn't even done that, but Pretty Pooch is going to have some shirts here pretty soon.
Thank you, MT Homestead.
We're trying to get down for the Mid-America YouTube meetup.
It's Labor Day. Thank you, Linda.
And that's where we'll probably be bringing a lot of our stuff. And I have to see who else. I'm probably going to be taking some down there for some other folks. I think Maddie at Backwoods wants me to make some shirts for him, and trying to be cost effective rather than making them and shipping them. We're all going to the same place. And JB Conway, yes, ma'am. I know I'm making her some, and I hope she's good with waiting until then, bringing them down there then. So, because that's kind of the plan. Kind of the plan on making all of it and bringing it with me. And then you can give them all away, too. Me and Pretty liable to have we say we was going to bring the car. We may have to drive the truck. We're going to be hauling so much stuff down there, huh?
Might have to.
What's baby looking at?
I was just going to see if that's somebody's koozie on that you...
It's actually...
That's a cool
the
koozie.
Crouch Ranch, which is now 3 Mississippi. That's their
awesome.
koozie. They changed the Crouch Ranch, went to 3 Mississippi.
I love that koozie.
That's their koozie.
Look at that with a little YouTube symbol on the back.
Sid gave me this at Shoot Dang Fest. Sure is. It's
3
cool.
Mississippi is
in here.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Look at there.
Look at that.
Sid and Mike.
That's pretty cool. They said nice.
Crouch Ranch.
Missouri Outlaw Randy is in the house.
Well, welcome in. He was in here yesterday,
nice.
And that's kind of crazy because we did pull double duty yesterday. It was just because I was stuck at home, wanting something to do, went live midday. And then folks were saying, go live later. So I went live. Pretty and I went live later last night. Actually, it was kind of because it was the 1 year anniversary of full-blown country of me actually jumping into this game, I guess you want to call it. And
this community is
the community,
amazing.
Man, the folks in here, just the
excited.
folks we've met and know and have begun and become to know. It's awesome. I mean, it's really nice to be part of this.
It is. And I'm so excited about the shindig that Mike and Terry have, kind of got it all together, because then we get to meet. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I'm really excited about this one as I've kind of gotten to know you guys a little bit better. JKS said that they wiped their feet and hit the like button. We appreciate that. Thank you.
Don't need no ice, salt, and sand drug in. Thank you.
Justin said congratulations on that. He said he loves us. We love you too, Justin. You're
sure
like,
do.
I don't know why, but I don't know what it is. But I told Mike, you're just like one of my boys, one of my sons.
Yep, can't wait.
It's so funny. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe that's why when I first saw you go live, I asked if you wanted to come on my show. There was some kind of, I don't know. It was like one of my boys. So
yeah,
it was like Tristan and Ben and Justin and anyway.
And Justin, we are probably Pretty and I are going to be moseying down towards. We're not going to go to. Yeah, are we going to go to Green? Mm-hmm. Middle of February here in a couple of weeks. So if you ain't busy, we'll let you know we're down that way so you can come see us too. Yes.
And yesterday we were talking about, also I kind of mentioned we had gotten into that I'm 2 years alcohol free. We were talking about that. That was so funny. And some people had sent me messages on the side saying, hey, that's so awesome. And I appreciate that. And, but we had also been talking about me and my friend, one of my really good friends, Ashley, how we're going to start our own podcast. And we decided on a name. We're pretty sure that the name.
Did y'all figure the name out?
Yes. And, you know, just because I'm an oddball, I really, really am just a weirdo, but that's okay. Y'all should see the text like in our group chat for teachers, because this is my first year as a teacher at the school that I'm teaching. It's a private Christian academy that I'm a teacher at. And the group chat is, I even had to screenshot it and send it to my friend Ashley. I was like, see how I'm the oddball? Because there was a certain question that was asked and everybody raised their hand. Yes, yes, yes. And when I was like, I'm very analytical, I overanalyze, or I'm very, people would say I'm a deep person. There's a hair or something on this one. So I don't know, maybe I shouldn't wear a hat today. But anyway, my response to their question was, their emoji was the hand raised up. My emoji was the two hands like, I don't know. And
did anybody have that?
No, everybody except for me had their hand held up. And I was the only one with the, I don't know.
Because that usually means talk to the hand.
No, we did not have any of those.
Oh.
And then, so I screenshotted that. And I said, see, I'm so weird. And then there was another question.
Hey, we had a good conversation on that. We could have got off deep last night, huh? We did, actually.
We did on
and we thought,
not drinking
let's
alcohol
hold off
anymore.
on that one. That might be a good show.
But yeah, I mean, I'm open to anything.
Any kind of discussion.
And but our podcast, mine and Ashley's podcast, is called The Odd Squad, a safe haven for the misunderstood.
Hey, that's a good name.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's good.
Because she and I are a lot the same person.
The Odd Squad, a safe haven for the misunderstood.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah. Because I'm always the odd man out, always the odd man out, always the oddball. And I've always been like that. Even like in high school, just the oddball. But I've always had the mentality, even as a kid, like even in middle school. So in middle school, I became cheerleader. I was a cheerleader in middle school and then in freshman year. And when I was elected cheerleader, my hair was past my waist. It was long as past my waist. And I
remember that long hair back in those days.
And I tried out for cheerleader and I made it. And then school lets out because I was elected for the following year. Well, that summer I decided that I wanted my hair cut off. It was the first time I'd ever cut my hair off. And I cut my hair short. I mean, it was, I don't know, for those of you that know the ice skater, Dorothy Hamill, it was short. So it went from past my waist to around my neck. And when I got to school that following year to cheer, people were like, what happened to your hair? And I was like, I decided to get it cut.
Cut it off.
And then in high school, I remember not fitting in that clique, and me and Ashley are going to talk about this, but I was not a member, or I didn't fit in with the druggies, or they used to call them the freaks. So I didn't fit in with them. And I love all people. I love the freaks, but I didn't fit into that group. I didn't fit in with the popular people because I just was not a popular person. I didn't fit in with the jocks because I was a track star, but I wasn't an athlete the whole year. So I didn't fit into that group. I didn't fit in with the cheerleaders even in high school because I was a virgin until I was 21. And so they would all talk about sex and their mums and all that crap. And I was like, I don't care. And then, and then I can remember one year when I cut my hair again and I had it shaved because it was the 80s, right? We were in high school in the 80s. And in
She went Sinead O'Connor.
Almost. It was almost was Sinead O'Connor. Almost. I shaved my hair all the way on the side. It was like a burr all the way on the side. And then it was long on this side. And the burr part was dyed purple. Our colors in high school were purple and white. And my hair was...
You get a lot of ribbon for that?
I didn't... You know what? Just nobody talked to me.
Huh.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. I mean...
Like nobody bullied me, but then nobody... talk to me, but I do have three best friends. I do have to say that my three best friends are from elementary school. We kind of hung out in high school a little bit, but not really, because you start going your separate ways in high school.
I know. I don't even talk to nobody other than her three best friends is probably the only folks that I still communicate with. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I mean, I see a few every now and then, but, you know, because we all went our separate ways. And you wasn't associated with any clique or group or nothing.
No.
And of course, I was part of the hell-raising bunch. And I think I was a one-man show on that one, though, actually, because...
No, you went to tons of parties and stuff. And he was like, I never saw you at any of those parties. And I was like, because I never went. Like, I just... I don't know, like a cheerleader, but an introvert. Like I loved cheering. I love people, but then I don't like to.
I like making people laugh.
Go into a place where I don't know anybody. So our podcast is The Odd Squad, a safe haven for the misunderstood. And I hope that you guys will join us. We have tons of different topics that we're going to be talking about. And
I think it'll
being
be good.
Ourselves, you know, yeah.
And we were talking a little earlier, too, about your other show that you do. And you kind of mentioned some things, not knowing on that one which way you might go on the No Judgment.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean,
because you can really, you get tied down and bogged down in too much stuff, then you really don't gain traction into nothing. If you're trying to do too many things. Right?
Yeah. So I'm not sure. I mean, I've been on the radio now for almost 4 years. And I love being on the radio. I love the radio, but I don't know that I'll continue my radio show, No Judgment here.
Because this is kind of fun right here.
This is really fun.
Yeah.
I've had a really good time meeting. I mean, I'm not saying that I didn't have a good time in the radio, because I did. I just think that sometimes, you know, the Lord takes you in a different direction. This seems more personal too, because you actually get to interact with folks like in chat or whatever, and you can see their comments and communications and all right here. You can either watch it or you can go back and watch and read all the comments and repeats. Heather's here. Hi, Heather.
Hey, Heather. Here. Oh, welcome in.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm going to hop off the radio or not. I don't know yet.
Now, you know, they'll be thinking, oh, no, please don't go. You can, because that's already happened once when she was wanting to leave and kind of spread separate way. But I don't know. You can still,
I love the radio.
That's kind of the thing, even of doing what we're doing here and building this stuff up, because she could film it and do it from right here and still send it to the radio station, and they can upload it and do as they do with it. Put your show in a spot. I mean,
I can do it virtually.
Yeah.
Live virtually for the radio station, but I don't know. Byron is here, 12 Stones Ranch. But anyway, I'll let you guys know when our podcast is. You can be one-on-one even on radio. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Linda. I've met a ton of people on radio.
Linda was a radio gal. She knows all about that stuff. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just torn. Like, I want to do so many things, and there's just not enough time, I guess, to do it. But so yeah, I don't know. I haven't made my decision yet. On
Let's see who
radio.
Else. Tom of At Home with Tom and Rhonda was a radio guy. He did a lot of radio work too back in his time. I guess before he became an RN nurse, but. Yeah, because he's made that comment a few times, and he's got the voice for it too, actually. Some folks have that voice for radio. Pretty's got that voice, actually.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, Lem, I'm going to go back and read some comments while you're talking, babe. And I think we have...
And not only does she have the voice, I think she's got the curiosity and the thoughts that pop up, and has a way of... There's folks that somehow... just attract to her, draw to her, and can pretty much openly start talking about personal things and feel comfortable. She's very comfortable for other folks to be around with just her answers, her questions, her demeanor, all of that. I mean, it's just, and it draws a lot of folks in, and they feel comfortable talking to her, which is a very nice thing, because she can ask some good questions, and it may seem a little too deep or a little too personal, but that's not what she's trying to do. But the folks usually feel open and welcome enough to be able to spill it out and tell her those things.
And I'm excited because I was watching Mike and Terry, and I understand that Barb needs some counseling. And so Buck, I don't know if Buck's coming, but Barb needed some counseling. So I'll use that gift to help you out there, Barb, when we go to the meet. Let's see here. So Backroad Freedom says that if you would like to make him some T-shirts, he will pay you. That would be awesome. Could do that.
Heck yeah. You bet.
What else?
Pretty didn't wear that shirt that she got.
I was going to wear it, but I'd worn it once already.
Baby's reading the comments here.
I am while you're
We got
talking.
some good ones.
Well, I'm looking.
Hey, I did have light now. I don't know if folks noticed the lighting, but that was changed up a little bit. Last night I didn't have time, but woo. Any and all comments of what y'all think of how this looks, how it may be defective looking, how it might improve. All comments are welcome because I'm trying to make it right. And only you folks out there know and can tell me. Tweak that a little bit and you'll look fine. But
Randy with Missouri Outlaw is on the road heading to Fort Myers, Florida. Be careful out there. Be careful.
At least you're headed east. Because the east is probably nice over there in Fort Myers, Florida. Well, let's see. Gary at Jailbait said it was like 76, 74 yesterday out there. It's way better than it is here. This stuff be moving out pretty quick. So,
Justin said for you to keep in touch with him so you guys can figure something out about the shirts.
Oh, yeah.
And
just let me know what you want. And
what else is happening?
all that good stuff. And I'll get it worked out.
Brian says, again, that At Ridge Life is his guest tonight.
Yep.
We're so excited about that. I'm excited.
Sure. Not quite sure what MT and Mike and Terry have in store on their show, but I'm sure we'll find out soon.
Oh, I'm excited. I look forward to their show.
Yep,
it's right
always.
after ours. Piggy says, Pretty, let Pooch and me get together and talk over a couple of cold snacks, and I promise you'll never feel like an oddball ever again. You know, I don't know that it's not that I feel like the oddball. It's just I know I am. And I mean, there's a difference. You know, I'm comfortable being the oddball. And it's all good. It's
but
all
she
good.
talked to you for sure, Piggy.
Yeah, Piggy, let's have
Piggy's
a combo.
always welcome in here. And Elaine. All you folks are, for that matter. If you ever have a subject you want her to investigate, or if you ever have a subject you want to communicate with her, feel free, because she would gladly
oh my gosh, I
open
love
up
it.
with you about it.
Who said last night that they kissed Jerry Reed? Who was it that said they kissed
That was
Jerry Reed?
Kickapoo.
Is Kickapoo here?
Yeah, Kickapoo was telling us that.
So I was like, when we were watching, when I watched the first, how many minutes? Hour?
About 15. No.
Is that all I watched?
You got about 30, 40 minutes in.
Yeah, about 40, 45 minutes in, and we watched
Smokey and the Bandit.
And I was waiting for the rocking chair or whatever that was, because I was like, I want to see
You
what
went to
Piggy's
sleep
talking
right
about.
before all that started.
Wow. But then this guy popped up, and I was like, is that Jerry Reed? Because Kickapoo said that she kissed Jerry Reed.
Yeah.
So I got to see who you got to kiss.
Mm-hmm. That was good, too, though. That was a good show. Maybe missed out on that. I don't know if
I saw some of it.
all the folks in here actually saw our cards
They may not have.
that were not in here last night, but
It's from Kickapoo. Sorry, y'all.
Kickapoo sent us another fine these two different cards, but, you know, she made these on the aluminum sublimations, and these are very cool.
That'd be cool.
And see, Kickapoo has instructed and given Pooch a lot of knowledge on this stuff, and these are aluminum, which are cool. But
They're
yeah,
so cool.
she is just like that there. I wouldn't have done that if Kickapoo hadn't kind of encouraged me and says, "Oh, you can do it. It's easy. It's super cool." And so I sought out the stuff, got it, and did it. And that was actually I think that was my first thing to make.
What a great teacher she is.
Yeah, she's great. She's always sending me updated product info and how-tos and all that. So I greatly appreciate Kickapoo. And she's always sending us something cool in the mail, just as little gifts. And I greatly appreciate her. And that's one thing that I'm not going to say, well, it sucks for some of the folks that you really get close to, and then they're not close, or you can actually like show up or have them show up at your place or you show up at their place. And because I'm one of those kind of guys that like to help, and there's a lot of folks out there that could use help, and Pooch is just like, dang it, I wished I was there to give you a hand on doing something, help out, but it's a bummer sometimes.
Where is it? Randy with Missouri Outlaw said that he went to dinner with Dorothy Hamill years ago when she was with the Ice Show. That's cool.
Yeah.
She was really good. Okay, I got to put my
I probably would have went to
on.
dinner with Tanya Hardin.
You would. That's your kind.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. That'd have been probably where Pooch would have wound up. He would have wound up with a Tanya Hardin.
You would have. He's so weird in school. He was such a heathen.
Oh, my gosh.
Justin said that he was a sports guy, but didn't hang out with everyone. I was the best at sports. I was a virgin until 5 days before I turned 20. That is so cool to know. I love that.
I was a sports guy. I was a rodeo guy. I was a party guy.
When did you lose your virginity?
We don't want to get into that.
Oh, no, I want to know. Me and Justin split beans. I was 21. Justin was 5
I was probably
days
17 or 18.
No, you told me. Don't even lie. You lie like a dog. You said you were like 15 or something.
I think I was 16, maybe. I didn't know what the heck was going on.
You didn't know what was going on?
I was like, what's this girl doing to me? So that ain't right. I got to go talk to the preacher.
That's hysterical. That is hysterical. Oh my gosh.
Hey, that was, I don't know. I'm not going to say that was the thing to do back then because I know it wasn't. And boy, if my daddy would have found out, you talk about getting your butt wore out.
Is that right?
Because I know, all growing up, and probably from the time that I hit 13.
Lori Karp is here.
Lori Karp, welcome in. But from the time I was 13, and any time I was going to go out on a date or go out wherever, of course, my dad didn't know what all I was doing at all times. But one thing that he always said was, you better keep your pecker in your pants. And that was... Man, but yeah, so if he knew some things that Pooch was doing, because I'm sure I'd have got a butt beaten for sure. And that brings up something else. If y'all wondered what happened to Pretty's No Judgment Here show with my dad and
it's going to be Monday
with Brian's dad, Vineyard Farmhouse, Pooch and my dad and Brian and his dad, Jack, are going to be on the No Judgment Here show. And Pretty's going to be the weather. The weather canceled this one Monday night because it was just too risky. I wish Brian and Papa Jack was going to be here with us to do it live and in person, but it'll be Zoom casted with each other. But we will be on Monday night, and I can't wait because I'm excited just to be able to be with my dad on a show. And hopefully he brings his A game because he's got some good commentary that he likes to bring up. And boy, it makes me bust a gut half the time. Some of his
I love him. And we get to visit with Papa. And
yep, Papa.
I'm so excited.
And Pretty's going to draw it out of Papa too. Hopefully his antics can match that of my dad's. That ought to be good.
Justin.
That's going to be good.
Justin said, "It's funny how we talk about man. You know what? We went from being oddballs, which again, I'm not looking for sympathy or anything like that. I'm not. I am. Maybe it's not an oddball. Maybe that's not the right word, but authentically myself. Like I'm just me. I don't want to be like everybody else. I just want to be just me. And well, there's a lot of people that do.
I ain't trying to be like nobody.
I don't think you are.
Well, no, I know. I'm not.
But what I mean is like even through school and stuff, I was always like, even at bars, like going to clubs and stuff, I would go with one of my good friends and we would go. And here comes guys coming to talk, and I was like, oh my God. Like I just think I was just thinking this is dumb. Like when guys start sashaying up.
And when they really think they're slick and just rolling in, huh?
Yeah, and I was like, no. I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
I was just like, well, you're going to have to do it.
Step back, Buster.
No, seriously, babe. I was like, I didn't want to talk to anybody because I just thought the whole thing was stupid and not judge in a judgmental way. I just felt like this is dumb. Like,
was it dumb when me and you met that time?
No, it wasn't dumb.
Because you know what my line was to her? Hey, I know you.
No, you said, hey, you.
Well, hey, you, I know you.
Yeah. But yeah, Carrie, I can't believe the conversation went from, and then we're talking about virginity and when we lost it and all that. But I'm excited. I'm going to be listening while I cook supper. What you cooking, Eileen?
Ooh, I know she's going to have some cornbread with it.
Sherman's Family Farm kind of put it another way. They said, I've never been the one to fit in. I've always tried to stand out.
Yep.
Rebel at Heart had said earlier that she and I are kind of alike. So I like that.
Yeah. I think Pooch has always stood out, and probably sometimes for the wrong reason. Was that a side eye?
That was a side eye. I believe that's the truth. Critter Creek says, Pooch at Full Blown Country, you going to fish at the, are you going to fish at the Mid-America YouTube meetup?
Oh, I plan on it.
Ugly Fish Tournament.
Yep, because, is going to be leading up some fishing. Probably going to borrow her kayak, too, while she's sleeping.
No, heck, no, she's going to be out there fishing.
Yeah.
So do you have to register for that, Critter Creek? Do you know?
I don't think so. I think we'll definitely need to get a license to fish for a few days out there. But yeah, I plan on it. I think Maddie's coming. I know he's fishing. Hopefully a lot of us will be able to fish out there. But I've said that several times and didn't get to go. But I'm probably going to try to fish in this one for sure.
Yeah, you need to go fish.
Yeah, I need to go fish.
Sloppy Joe's is what Eileen is cooking.
Ooh, yeah. I'm sure that cornbread's going to be heated up with it, too, if that was today's. I mean, I know you kind of make in advance, but...
And Carrie says that you have to pre-register for the tournament so that they can get you some shirts. I need a shirt.
Sweet. Maybe you want to fish?
Yeah.
Okay.
What the heck? Could you imagine if Pretty caught the biggest fish?
What about the ugliest fish?
I can catch the ugliest fish.
I'm going to go out there and find me the skull of a fish and come bringing that in with just the skeleton.
So for everyone that doesn't know what we're talking about.
The Mid-America YouTube meetup, which is hosted by MT Homestead, Mike and Terry. And it's going to be at 10 Killer Lake, May 19th. May 20th and 23rd, I believe is the date. I can't even remember the date. I know it's at the end of May. But yeah, somebody post a link for that if they can.
Please.
But that's going to be fun. I know the people that are attending has constantly been growing. And I know Pretty and Pooch is aching to get down there, and we're going to help out the best we can. I know we've kept in touch, or we let Mike and Terry know, hey, we're kind of sitting on the sidelines as we get towards that meet time. We're going to check in with you folks, see what's needed, where we can help out. But Pooch will probably be having to work the grill more likely.
There's some comments here that I need to read. Tamara Brown says that I stood out, but I didn't fit in, but I owned it. Love every minute of it. Same. See? So you're going to like my podcast. Mm-hmm. You're going to like my podcast. Justin says one day he'll come on the show and we could talk about stuff like that and other things. That's exactly what I would love to talk to you about. Somehow, kind of like Mike said, and I'm just blessed to have met so many people that have shared a lot of things like that, my son, who's 27, he goes on the air because it's not a big deal. I mean, everybody lives it. Everybody has lost their virginity, maybe not. And if you haven't, that's cool too. Like it's not a big deal.
Everybody's their own person.
Everybody is their own person. So come on and just let's talk about those things. What were your interests as a child, Justin? And I don't I don't know what the connection was or what it was, but I think that getting to know who, and not just Justin, but everybody on here, getting to know you personally.
Who you are as you are.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. So yes, Justin, come on and we will talk about those things. I need to read some of these comments here. Let's see here.
Might be a lot of them, huh?
Let's try to say it. I think you just got the look. You did.
Yeah, I did. I always know when I get the look. I always know when I'm going to get it.
Sherman's Family Farm says if he makes it up there, then they'll be fishing. Yes, the Mid-American meetup is Roberta's Artistic Adventures meetup is May 19th through the 21st.
That's right. There we go.
Piggy says to you, Pooch, Mike's Fishing Home is going to do a Daisy Dudes fishing tournament. I'd laugh so hard if you got in on that, but I doubt Tish would let you. You probably wouldn't either. Why? What's wrong? What's the deal with the Daisy Dudes?
And Pretty actually said in one of Mike's lives the other night. Was it night before last? He said, who's this? Mike's Fishing Home. And Mike Durant is a good dude. I love that dude and love what he does. And it's always fun to hang out with him. I wish I could hang out with him more, but sometimes he's on the late night.
Nunya, Texas on the back 20 is here.
Yes, sir. Welcome in.
Mm-hmm. And Brian is super sweet. He says, everybody smash that like button. If you haven't tapped it, if you wouldn't mind giving Pooch a tap, that would be awesome.
Please do.
Country.
Please do. I greatly appreciate the taps, the thumbs up, the comments, the shares, all of it.
Lone Cowboy Adventure says, hello.
There he is. Welcome in. Hopefully you had a safe day out on the roads.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, if you just came in, Lone Cowboy Adventures, I did watch some of, what's the name?
Smokey and the Bandit. We were talking about that last night.
Yeah, I watched.
And we watched it.
I thought I was, okay, the beginning was kind of long and I was kind of bored. I'm ADD, and so I was kind of like, okay, when is this going to get going? And it was very slow for me, because I'm just like, come on, let's go. And it was long. And Pooch even said about 10 minutes in, he said, I know, this is kind of,
yeah, I was kind of slow on getting up there.
Oh, let's go.
But you got to think, too, that was a 1977 comedy type thing. And so, yeah, but it was good. I watched it again for the umpteenth time. And I told her there's a Smoking Bandit, too. So, but if y'all like truck rebuilds, old trucks, tractors, the old twin stick Pete's, because I used to like to tell everybody I drive the trucks that the youngins can't. Them old split gear Max.
Okay.
But yeah, this dude Twin Stick Garage rebuilds trucks. And
Adorn is here. They say, hey everyone. Hi Adorn. We're glad you're here.
Welcome in. Glad you are here. Thank you. Uh-oh.
Linda Peterson said that she watched Smokey and the Bandit in the motel.
Yep. Oh, there's Mondo. Pooch this.
That's
Mondo. Yep. Her brother Mondo's letting me know what the heck's going on.
What is that?
It says, Pooch, this margarita is damn tasty.
Wow. Oh, it looks like one he made himself.
Yep, it looks like it. I wish I had one. Yeah. I wish I was there. Sorry, folks. I'm texting.
Yeah, sorry. And I was being nosy. But anyways, 12 Stones Ranch is here. Did we already say hi to 12 Stones?
I think earlier, maybe. Byron.
Well, I'm glad you're here,
He probably
Byron.
just been sitting back and listening in with us.
Justin, I will get a hold of you. I'm so happy now that we've kind of made a turn, that you are going to be on my show. I'm so excited to be able to bring that other side of YouTubers into or onto the radio so that people kind of get a different side, kind of like Mike and Brian. I'm excited about them bringing their dads on Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on No Judgment Here with Tish Ross, so that you guys will get to meet their dads. So we'll get to see maybe a softer side of Pooch. He's a
Softer side?
Yeah. You know you have a soft side. He tries to act all tough.
I'm tough.
And his dad.
Oh man, I love my dad.
I so love his dad. I am so excited about getting to talk to him and have him share his stories about his son on the air.
It's
and
gonna be
have
cool to hear
Papa
Brian's.
share his stories about Brian on the air, and just to get them to all kind of collaborate together and talk to one another. And so that's what my show is all about. And so, Justin, I'm so glad that you've had a change of heart and you're going to come on, because I would love to talk to you about your cliques in school. And
I'm just excited to meet Justin in
Me
person
too.
and hang out with him.
Oh my
'Cause
gosh.
I know and I feel Justin and I probably have a good connection too together.
Mm-hmm.
We could be really good friends.
yeah, I think it's going to be
You're
cool
my
to see
friend
you.
now, but once you get to actually,
Tanya O'Leary from church is here.
once you get to shake the hand,
Stop it, Tanya.
that's when this is real.
Tanya had the Smokey and the Bandit Trans Am. How's about
Oh wow,
that?
that's cool.
And that's funny, Tanya, because last night I was saying, look at that car. I was kind of thinking about wanting one.
I had an 87 GTA Trans Am. I love that car. I wish I still had it too.
Drew's Lynn said softy with exclamation points. Justin, you can wear your cowboy hat. You can wear whatever you want.
Justin's got a straw hat just like I do, actually. I saw him wearing it the other day, and I'm like, hey, I got that hat. I almost wore it tonight just to show you.
JKS said, "Oh, marshmallow pooch." Tanya, thank you for commenting. I'm so happy that you are here. I really am. It makes
This
me feel
pooch
so
has got
good.
feelings now, don't I?
He does. He's sweet.
I look and act tough, but Pooch can sure shed a tear when the emotions hit him just right.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times I like to say if crying would help, I'd break down.
Okay.
But no.
So we're about to hop off. MT Homestead
Oh,
is
wow.
up next. And we're so
Wow.
excited to get to chat and hang out with you guys for an hour. And then right after that is Brian in the Vineyard Farmhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to have the Ridge Life
Yeah.
come on. Tim's going to be on there. Super excited.
Brian. That's ought to be a good one.
And then Monday night, don't forget,
I know
on
what I
my
was gonna
show,
say.
No Judgment Here, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. No Judgment Here with Tish Ross. Join me and Brian with the Vineyard Farmhouse and Papa and Pooch and his dad, George, for a night of deep conversation all the time and fun for sure. So that's Monday night. They're coming on. What were we going to say?
And I was going to say, next Wednesday, I know Pretty's already have an engagement.
Yeah, I've been asked to come onto a different podcast to be interviewed. So yeah, I won't be here.
So Pooch will be
Next
running solo next
Thank you, Tanya.
Wednesday on the live, but he's liable to hunt somebody down and see if he can have and drag them up on here with him. So stay tuned, because we'll be up here next Wednesday night, 7:00, our normal time. But yeah, this hour's gone by pretty quick, 7:59. So be sure and go over to Mike and Terry, MT Homestead. Let them know Pooch and Pretty sent you. Or no, I said it wrong. Let them know Pretty and Pooch sent you. Because everybody needs a friend named Pooch, and they call me Pooch.
And I'm pretty.
Everybody needs a Pretty, and she's my Pretty.
Oh, that's sweet, baby.
Thank you, folks.
That's precious.
Like, subscribe, share. We'll see you next time.
Y'all have a
Yes,
good
sir.
night. Let's go see MT Homestead.